it is hard to overstate the impact that the Roman Empire had on Western civilization. In fact, even today, after all these years, many aspects of our daily life are still directly influenced by the legacy of ancient Rome. Welcome back, everyone. Here you'll always find videos about the great civilizations of the ancient world. Today we're going to talk about the empire that needs no introduction, Rome. Eventually, Rome found itself at the peak of its power, ruling over 3 continents and enjoying one of the largest empires the world has ever seen. Yet despite its colossal size, the Roman Empire only lasted for a little over 400 years before it collapsed in the west. Aqueducts brought fresh water to Rome from miles away, while the Colosseum provided a place for the citizens to enjoy gladiatorial combats and other public spectacles. Rome's conquests spread Roman culture and language throughout its vast empire, influencing the development of Western civilization for centuries to come. One of the keys to Rome's success was its highly effective military. The Roman army was well organized, disciplined, and equipped with advanced technology for its time. This enabled the Romans to conquer and maintain control over their vast empire. This attitude of religious tolerance helped to foster a sense of unity among the diverse peoples of Rome's vast empire. It also allowed for the peaceful coexistence of different cultures and facilitated the spread of ideas and trade. The military's strength also helped to ensure the safety of Rome and its citizens. The empire was plagued by inequality, corruption, and slavery, and a Roman conquest of new territories often came at the expense of the local populations. The Romans were renowned for their lavish public spectacles, including chariot races in the Circus Maximus, gladiatorial combats in the Colosseum, and theatrical performances. Latin, the language of ancient Rome, had a profound influence on European languages, and many of its words can still be found in English and other modern languages. Roman literature, including the works of Virgil, Horace, and Ovid, has had a significant impact on Western literature and continues to be studied and appreciated today. The legacy of Roman language and literature is a testament to the enduring power of Roman culture and its influence on subsequent generations. These events not only provided entertainment for the masses, but also served as a means of controlling and pacifying the populace. The scale and spectacle of Roman entertainment were unmatched in the ancient world, creating an atmosphere of excitement and diversion that was integral to Roman urban life. Additionally, the later Roman emperors became increasingly autocratic, leading to a decline in republican values and institutions. Despite these flaws, Rome's accomplishments in law, engineering, art, and literature continue to inspire and influence us today. From its impressive art and architecture to its influential literature, from its military achievements to its innovations in engineering, Rome left an indelible mark on history. Its contributions to Western civilization are undeniable, and its legacy continues to shape our world in countless ways. Also remember to subscribe if you haven't already, so you never miss out on future uploads. There are plenty more where this one came from. Until next time, stay curious and keep learning. And it played a crucial role in the expansion and maintenance of the empire. First, let's discuss the accomplishments of Roman art and architecture. Roman art was highly skilled and influential, known for its realism and attention to detail. Sculptures like the Laocoon group and the Discobolus exemplified the technical mastery of Roman artists. Meanwhile, Roman architecture was equally impressive, evident in the grandeur of the Colosseum and the Pantheon. These structures showcased the Romans' ability to design and construct massive buildings and public works, contributing to the overall splendor and functionality of Roman cities. Even after the empire's collapse, the legacy of Rome lived on in medieval Europe and eventually led to the Renaissance, which was inspired by classical art and architecture, and prosperity that occurred throughout much of the 2nd century AD during the reigns of emperors like Augustus, Tiberius and Trajan. This era marks the peak of Roman power and stability, allowing for the flourishing of trade, cultural exchange, and economic growth throughout the empire. The Pax Romana enabled the Roman world to reach its full potential, fostering intellectual and artistic advancements that have had a lasting impact on history. Roman law was based on the concept of justice and fairness, and it provided a framework for resolving disputes and punishing criminals. This system helped to create a stable and orderly society that contributed to Rome's longevity. Furthermore, Roman law had a lasting impact on Western civilization, serving as the basis for many modern legal systems. And the Pantheon's incredible dome was a testament to Roman engineering prowess. The system of checks and balances between the different branches of government helped to ensure that Rome could adapt to changing circumstances and challenges. For example, during the crisis of the 3rd century, when the empire was under threat from external enemies and internal instability, the Roman Senate and assemblies worked together to address these issues. They appointed Diocletian as the first tetrarch, a title meaning ruler of 4 parts, who divided the empire into 4 administrative regions, each ruled by a member of his family. This tetrarchy helped to stabilize the empire and set the stage for its recovery and eventual revival under Constantine the Great. And although the eastern half continued to thrive for another 1,000 years, that too eventually fell victim to the unstoppable march of time. Before we start, let me ask you a question. To answer this question, let's take a look at some of the things that made the Roman Empire so remarkable. Let's start with the engineering marvels of the Romans. What do you think was the greatest achievement of ancient Rome? And be sure to leave your answer in the comments below, because I would love to read it. But now, let's get into it. The origin story of Rome dates back to 753 BC, with the legendary Romulus killing his twin brother, Remus, after the two of them have founded the city. Of course, this tale is probably just a myth. But regardless, by the year 509 BC, Rome had indeed become a republic. By the way, if you want to know more about the early years of Rome, I have already made a video about it. So make sure to check it out in the cards above, or in the description below. Anyway, for centuries, Rome expanded its territory by first dominating the Italian peninsula and then conquering vast swaths of the Mediterranean region. But why do we still care about ancient Rome so much? Rome's most famous landmarks, like the Colosseum, the Pantheon, and the aqueducts, were not only impressive feats of engineering, but also key to the city's success. Another reason why Rome is still so important is because of how it shaped the course of history. Now let's explore some of the reasons why ancient Rome succeeded in the first place. Rome's legal system was another major factor in its success. Speaking of stability, Rome's political institutions were designed to prevent any one person or group from having too much power. Religion was another vital aspect of Roman culture. Although the Romans were polytheistic and believed in a pantheon of gods, they were tolerant of other religions within their empire. However, it is important to note that ancient Rome was not perfect. To better understand what made ancient Rome so unique and powerful, let's explore some of its most significant achievements and contributions. Next, we should talk about the Pax Romana, a period of peace. Let's also mention Roman entertainment and public spectacles. Lastly, we must discuss the lasting impact of Roman language and literature. So those are just a few of the accomplishments and contributions of ancient Rome. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up.